I was in 5th grade, I guess. I had to have been 5th grade when I wrote this poem. And it goes, living in a world unknown. I'm scared to think it could be shown. In this world, I hear voices telling me to make choices, choices that should never be thought of. So, my grandfather. I think what frustrates me in just remembering these memories of him is knowing now, even the darker memories, like how easy it is to, for a child, you know, to accept a person for the good that they are, not having to put that monster with that person. I think maybe that's kind of what we don't understand is that's why people don't talk. Because sometimes when you're kids, that's how you have to live. That's how you have to survive because you have to see that good. You can't think about. I don't even think a young mind can even comprehend the evil that could be done to them by this person that is so funny and good and likable. How do you say, this man has been doing these things to me? And it's not even, you know, the actual act. It's little things. It's the revealing of yourself when you shouldn't be doing that. It's the trying to get a kid to do something that they shouldn't be doing. It's the inappropriate touching. It's the innuendos and the insinuations and it's just all the things that are just not right. I wanted to go see my grandfather before he died. That's why I wanted to go. I wanted to just literally acknowledge, these are my feelings. These are my feelings. I wasn't expecting an apology. I wasn't expecting some kind of great reunion, and I wasn't expecting to look at him and go, oh, all is forgiven either. I just simply felt like I needed to acknowledge everything. I just needed to acknowledge it. But then he passed. And I struggled with that. Do I go? Do I not go? Do I go? You know, it was a small service and all my uncles were up there and they kept saying, come sit in the front. And I said, no, I need to sit in the back because, you know, if I need to walk out, or I just didn't know how I was going to behave. And so I sat back there and had to listen to how Christian of a man that he was, that he woke up every morning and said a devotional, and that he was such a good man. And I mean, that was what was hard for me. And then when everybody left and I was by myself and I walked up to his picture, I allowed myself to say, you hurt me. And that's not right. I needed to finally feel and say, I am angry and I have a right to be angry and I have a right to feel this way. And this did happen to me and I don't care, you know, because I had a lot of people when I came up with these memories just recently after dealing with this for so long. You know, well, it's just kind of weird that you're just now coming up with the memories. Well, thanks. And, you know, don't you think it's a little odd? Well, yeah, but that's how the mind works, you know? And, I mean, that then made me resentful. I mean, so it's like a mixture of these feelings came out where I'm angry at my grandfather and, you know, and there's even a bit of anger towards my mother. You know, why were we around him? Forgiveness is so hard. It is so hard. I have to allow myself to be angry and to be upset that, yeah, Mom, yeah, you should have kept us away. You know, you should have done that. And yeah, I'm angry at my grandfather for the mixture of evil that he is, of course. I've forgiven him for me because I needed to go through the pain. When all these memories came back, when my puzzle pieces came together, it was devastating and then joyful at the same time because I finally understand myself. I get it. I get it. I mean, I truly believe that that it was in God's timing, that I had to go through certain things. I had to get a certain strength and understanding and to be able to accept this. I mean, there was a reason why I put it in such a dark place for so long. Truly, what at some point you got to do, you just got to acknowledge the feelings that have been hurt, that have been done to you, and then say, well, but you're not going to take the rest of my life. And that's what forgiveness is, really. It's literally trusting God and putting them in God's hands and saying, okay, this is my truth. This happened to me. Does it define me? Absolutely not. Does it mean that I live in sorrow and depression? No. But you can acknowledge it. Because when we tell someone, oh, it's too hard to hear, or you don't need to talk about that, or put that in your past, shut the door on that, all of those things, then you're putting tape over a little girl's mouth or a little boy's mouth. That's not right. That's not right. I'm Shannon Dietz, and I'm a survivor. I matter, and I have a voice.